Hey, welcome to On Errthang TV, where we have everything right here on Errthang TV. And we have a few couples here, and I also have my co-host, JFIZZLE.
JFIZZLE in the building, man, on Errthang TV, man, where we touch on all topics. All topics are wanted. All opinions matter. Let's get it popping. Let's get it popping on everything. Let's go.
And we have a first guest here. Her name is Ebony.
How you doing, Ebony? How you doing?
We have Calvin.
Calvin, what's up, Calvin? How you doing, brother? How you
doing? Doing all right. How's it going?
All right.
And we also have Lika.
Hey, how you doing?
Everybody on to the show.
Thank y'all for joining the podcast. Thank y'all very much.
No problem.
All right, well, today we here for a Valentine's special. We talk about the ins and outs of a relationship, being single, your breaking points, your things that piss you off, just everything in general when it comes to a relationship or anything outside of that. And we have a few questions for the introduction on Errthang TV Valentine's special.
Valentine's special, baby. Well, hearts are broken and love is made. You know what I'm saying?
Everything.
Yeah, you know, it's either here or there. You know, either you in love or you're not, or you're looking to be in love.
Yeah, whichever one. You know, I mean, we wasn't put on this earth to be alone. First of all, you know what I mean. So love is a beautiful thing, but you know, it comes with time. Your time will come eventually.
Yeah,
you know?
Nobody wants to be alone. Just admit it. It's okay. It's okay. Nobody wants to be alone, man. We know that.
Yeah. So we're gonna have Miss Lika at the bottom introduce herself first. What is your name or your nickname? The last time you've been in a relationship, and what is something that you admire in a future partner?
All right, my name is Lika. That's my nickname. That's what I go by. The last time I was in a relationship, it was in last year. Actually, a year ago today, I was in a relationship, whatever you want to call it. And what I admire about a future partner is that they are giving me 100%, just like I'm giving 100%. And I want a partnership. I want a best friend. I want communication. I want all of that.
You on everything that comes out of a relationship, you know, you have standards. I mean, that's important for a woman to have is standards. Don't accept nothing less. I always want more out of any relationship that you be in. Not even just having a specific partner, friendship, relationship, whatever the case may be. You have those standards.
Hey, but sometimes standards are too high for some people. I think you shouldn't be biased when looking into a person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, for real, like you like ethnic background, race. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people, I don't date white men, or I don't like white women, or you know what I'm saying, vice versa. However, I think if love don't have a color on it, you know what I'm saying? Love.
And I think that's how I've gotten since I've been older, because it's like at this point, there's not everybody's gonna love you like you want them to love you. No. So I don't really have a lot of standards. It's just we do something. I eventually want a friendship with my partner. I want us to be able to do what we need to do to be strong with communication. So I don't really have that many standards as of right now. I just want somebody to treat me like a queen. Ultimately.
In my opinion, standards are just your standards. What you
do. Can I chime in?
Yes.
Everyone should have standards. First of all.
No, I said Go ahead.
Standards, this is going to towards Lika when she said that she really don't have standards. Everyone should have standards because it sets a certain boundary of what you're going to tolerate and what you're not. When it comes to self-respect, or when it comes to just a person giving you what they think you deserve, you should do what you deserve first.
And that's what my problem is, to be completely honest. Like, I'm working on just healing myself before I can give myself 100% to somebody else and do. So my standards are not where it's supposed to be because I am getting help for that. So,
Yeah, but when I say standards, I mean like because sometimes us women, when we love, we'll lower our standards just to feel love. You know what I mean? And that means that we settle for things that doesn't make us happy, but we settle because we want to feel complete.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what my current situation is. That's my problem right now.
Yeah, it's gonna come. It's gonna, as you get to learn yourself and learn what you're able to tolerate. It's gonna come because when Joy said he felt, excuse me, y'all. He feel like standards shouldn't be. Some people set standards too high. That means if a person comes in thinking that they're too high, then I'm not the person for you. So
that makes sense. I feel as though I'm just going off what I see around the world and on social media and with a lot of different women, like a lot of different.
That's how you know. But that's how you know what's for you and what's not. Because if the standards are too high and a person is demanding this or demanding that, and you like, wait a minute, you out your damn mind. I ain't about to do that. Because sometimes when we give a person, sometimes when we meet a person at their standards, sometimes we can give them more than we're capable of. And when we give that much of ourselves, then we start lacking because it's like I'm giving, and that person is still not satisfied because of how high their standards.
Introductions become big.
What you say, Tori?
No, I'm just gonna piggyback on that very quick. I feel as though like a lot of women, they'll pass up a guy that's working a regular 9 to 5. And that'll worship the ground they walk on and treat them like a queen and be really into them, you know what I'm saying? And they'll pass that guy up for a guy that like let's force.
They don't really care about him at all.
But that's because that means that that's not for you. They have people that's for those type of people.
But my point is, some women set their standards too high. Like they like you're like a lot of women I see. You know what I'm saying? They're just an average woman, but just because they may look a certain way, they feel like they only deserve a certain type of guy that's they can six figures or a guy or
but you have to understand that they might look like the average woman in your eyes because that's how you're looking at them. But in someone else's eye, they might look like the package deal.
So what you consider as an average woman? What's an average woman to you?
I don't know. You said average woman. I'm going off of what you think.
I'm saying that the average woman means like a hardworking woman that's working a 9 to 5 or working a considerably high end job. You know what I'm saying? And they'll look at a guy. I'm gonna use me for example, just like a regular hard working average Joe. I consider myself an average guy. You know what I'm saying? That's what I consider myself as. I'm not gonna put myself on the total pole that I know I'm not. Everybody have lanes, I figure, as a human, as a person. Like you should know your lane. All right. So if you're a woman that's in a regular lane, like an average woman, you should expect an average guy. That's
yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's
so when you say an average guy, you can
hold on. Yeah. Okay, first of all, on everything TV, we turn this up a notch, but introduce yourself. And then what is the last time you've been in a relationship? And what is something that you admire about
Kevin or me?
Ebony.
Ebony, go ahead. Ebony.
Wait, what I need to do? I'm sorry.
So introduce yourself and also say what you when the last time you've been in a relationship and what you admire about a potential partner.
Okay, well, my name is Ebony. The last time I've been in a relationship was high school. I am 40 years old, and the last time I've been in a relationship was high school. And that was by choice, because I've been with different men who wanted to be with me, but like when you know it's not right, you don't.
Mhm.
I'm a person that I don't like to waste people time. So
Yeah.
if I know that I'm not going to fulfill what they're looking for, I don't pretend. Let's just say that I don't pretend with
Mhm.
them or make it seem like, oh, I'm so into you, and then I'm not. If I can't fulfill what it is that you desire, like I said,
Yeah.
the last time I was in a relationship was high school, and that was by choice because we're going to be transparent on here because everything
Mhm.
is everything.
Yeah. On everything.
Um, a lot of times I've sold myself short as a woman, and
Mhm.
I've just settled for mediocre. And I don't consider myself as an average woman because I have high standards in it. It's because of I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know my worth, and I know how
Mhm.
I can give that to my mate, vice versa. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? As far as putting my mate on a pedestal, like
Mhm.
I'm a person that I never wanted the complete package.
Mhm.
I wanted someone that came with experience, meaning that
Mhm.
came from different things that may have hurted him, or maybe the dope life, or just had multiple women, but someone who wanted better because they've already experienced different things that had a strong hold to them, if that makes sense.
Okay. That makes a
That
lot
makes
of
You
sense.
sense. Hey, but
and
that
and
go ahead.
and like as we mature, you know what you want, and you know the things that don't fulfill your appetite anymore, you know what I mean, because
Mhm.
you had that already. So
Yeah.
at the end of the day, when you come and you know what you want for dinner, like that's what I want. You feel me? Because guess what? I'm bringing the appetizer, the entree, and the
Yeah.
dessert. But when you don't know what you want, it's hard for me to figure out what you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, hey, that makes sense, but I feel as though you in a relationship you have to support one another, right?
Yeah, for
Absolutely.
sure.
You have to encourage one another, right? You have to uplift one another. So if a guy if you see a guy that you're like, what I'm saying, he have like I'm gonna tell you like this. I'm gonna just put it like this, break it down simple. It's hard. You're not gonna get 100% out of no one. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? If you could get a good 90, 95%, 80 some percent, that's good. But you could always work towards getting to that 100% in,
Yeah.
in, in a
That's a
relationship.
lifetime effort. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Right.
I
So
Yeah.
totally agree.
so just because a person is lacking in certain criteria or standards that you feel they should meet, I don't. And if the person genuinely cares about you and wants to be a part of your life and actually loves you and everything that comes with you,
Mhm.
I don't think you should settle for like somebody that's abusive, somebody
Yeah.
that's cheating on you, somebody that's you know just blatantly disrespectful and don't care for your feelings or
Yeah.
disregard for your feelings or whatever. But I think you should also be willing and able to work with somebody when it
Yeah.
comes to a relationship. And it's about building
Mhm.
trust, building respect is big, building respect and
Mhm.
communication and loyalty, you know what I'm saying?
Communication is a
and
very
Yeah,
important part of a relationship.
but you also have to I totally agree with everything you're saying because that's what that's what a foundation start at,
right.
Mhm.
but you also have to be compatible with your mate for them to
Mhm.
be
Yeah,
able to receive it because
yeah,
Mhm.
that's true. That's
some
true.
Yeah, cause
things it
sometimes
can be
some
intimidating when a woman is trying to to work with a man, because it could seem as just pushover, like I want this, I want that, I want that, but it's not that. It's just that I want you to be better and I want to be better to be able to fulfill you. But in order to do that, you have to be receptive, because like in my instance, I know a lot of times where like I said, I don't look for the full package, because we all have different things that we struggle with, right?
Right.
So at the end of the day, if you come in my life and I see, I'm gonna be upfront about different areas where I lack at, because that lets you know who you're dealing with, right? And it lets you know that I'm not in denial of where I may fall short. But at the same time, when you show me different things and I'm trying to communicate with you and you're kind of iffy, because a lot of people prefer fake instead of real, right? So it's like when I point these things out, you're taking it as if I'm judging you. But I am pointing them out so that I can work with you and we can actually build together and make a whole, instead of me just working on myself and ignoring where you lack.
Right.
You spitting knowledge.
Yeah. I feel that. So
it's a receptive thing, and a lot of us don't know how to be receptive because of insecurities that we have within, or because we feel like it may come off as a control thing from our mate.
Right.
Yep.
So it's the mindset. Like I feel like when your mindset is welcoming to learn, or welcoming to be on one accord with your mate, you're able to receive what it is that either you give or either that other person give, which will build that foundation of where no matter what the trials are, it can't be broken. Even if it's cracked, it can't be broken.
Core values got to stick within. So it's something that is definitely, that's a big takeaway, and we'll definitely dive deeper into that for sure. Thank you, Ebony, for that insight and that just amazing words of wisdom. One of the reasons why I love her. She's got it all built up. So, okay, we have another couple here, Mr. and Mrs. Farrow. Y'all want to introduce yourself, please? What is y'all's names or nicknames?
Oh, I gotta go first. Okay.
And then what is something that how long have y'all been together? And what is something that y'all admire about each other?
So I'll go first. My name's Amira, and tomorrow will be a year that we've been together. But we'll be
congrats.
A year on May 5th, or of course Cinco de Mayo. How many things do I have to admire about him?
Just what is one of the biggest things you admire about him? Because he is really patient with you.
To a certain extent. So I have to say that he's really good with my boys. So my oldest son is autistic, and that's from my previous marriage. And he really takes to him very well. And so having that positive role model around is definitely important. Then my younger son, well, my middle son, because I have 3 boys now, because I already have my youngest one, who I'm feeding at this moment. But Sugar Ray. So Sugar Ray definitely loves Calvin more than anything. So definitely him and my kids. That's real important to me. Yeah, I can get all the love and everything, but as long as everything's good with my kids and him, that's perfect. But if it's not, he got to go. I'm sorry, Calvin. I know you're sitting right here. I'm just making.
What's your insight, Calvin?
So, what is your name? Obviously, she said how long y'all been in a relationship, and what is something that you admire about your partner?
Well, like you say, my name is Calvin Farrow. You know what I'm saying? What I love and admire about Amira, that she's strong-willed, she does not back down, and I feel like to deal with a person like me and my vision. I'm gonna say vision. Stubbornness and all that. She knows how to bring me down to earth.
Ooh, shout out to us women that can deal with stubborn men. Ooh.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. I am stubborn, but at the same time, she bring me down to earth real quick, and I take heed to it, and we just go from there.
Sometimes.
Yeah, most of the time, but
don't lie on camera.
Well, we thank y'all, Mr. and Mrs. Farrow. So now
man. I'm sorry. Go
ahead, JFIZZLE. I'm not.
And shout out to you, man, Kevin, bro, for stepping up, man, and being a part of.
And Amira, sometimes it's better than no times.
Yeah.
It takes a strong guy to do that, man.
For sure.
I applaud you for that,
My
brother.
hats off to you for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
appreciate
cause like I feel when you get in a relationship, they come with kids. You take the whole package. You know,
Oh,
you can't
yeah,
love
for
if you
sure.
can't love the kids, you can't love me. You know what I'm saying?
No, they a part of you. You
On
know what I'm saying?
everything.
Yeah.
On everything.
On everything. Yeah, that's amazing, brother. That's good, man. Keep up the good work, man.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Mhm.
I will do
Okay,
that.
I gotta ask y'all. I'm sorry. How long were y'all together before you got married?
Can I tell the story?
Just how long were y'all together before you got married?
Yeah, how long was it?
Hey, understand this. This is judgment-free zone. You know what I'm saying? Because
Was it 4
everybody
months?
have their own way.
Oh no.
Have their own way
It was
getting
2 months
relationship,
and
but
some days.
time don't have. You don't have time on love. You know
It's
what I'm
part
saying?
of y'all's story, and this is on everything.
Well, I'll be
Everything
honest though.
TV.
No, we
So
February 6th.
we got together February 6th. I was supposed to be going back to the military because I'm prior service. So I was going
Thank you for your
to
service.
the Army, and Air Force wouldn't take me back because they don't take any prior service. So I had to go in as married, and instead of me giving up my rights to my kids, he decided for us to be married, so that way I can keep my kids with me.
Oh man,
That is so amazing.
On Cinco de Mayo.
That is so
Cinco de
amazing.
Mayo.
That is.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to you, Kelvin, because only
Yeah, bro.
men
Hey,
do
hey.
things like that.
Hey man, we might have to step our game up around Kevin, bro.
Yeah,
man.
Awesome. Well, thank y'all for being vulnerable and sharing your story. And I love the couple y'all have become, and I love it. So JFIZZLE, we want to hear from you guys. We want to hear from you and your partner about y'all say y'all's names and the length of time you've been in a relationship, and what is one thing y'all admire about each other.
Well, my name's Joey. We've been in a relationship 2 years, and I just admire, her honesty. You know what I'm saying? Her she's a real honest person, a real what's the word I'm looking for? Real dependable person. You know what I'm saying? She's very understanding. You know what I'm saying? And she acknowledged me when I'm wrong. You know what I'm saying? And commend me when I'm right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It pushes me. You know what I'm saying? To do different things. Like we had a conversation the other day. Like Joey, all you worry about is just going to work and coming home. Going to work. It's more to life than that. You know what I'm saying? And work is huge. Of course, provide for your family is everything. But you know what I'm saying, you also have, it's I always kind of limited myself to like, well, shit, if I got a job, money, somewhere to stay, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? But it's always more to life.
It's more to life than just a regular job. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Too.
And another thing, to have a spouse like that, that's like so like major when you have a spouse that lets you know like you deserve self-love too.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's like shout out to you, Tori, because at the end of the day, that's a selfless love. You know what I mean?
Very, very selfless.
So at the end of the day, that means like I want you to be able to enjoy life too, and not just put the hard wear and tear on your body to provide for your family, but also find the excitement and the enjoyment of life. That's definitely
it's amazing.
Man, I love that.
Appreciate that, El. Appreciate that.
Thank you, Ev. And that is amazing. And just like we come to live life and life abundantly. We're not here to just, work and not reap the benefits. So thankful that she has brought that out of you. So you want to introduce yourself?
I'm Tori.
What's good, Tori?
We can see what talk in the relationship is, okay? And if he ends tonight, it is y'all's fault. So we just gonna figure it out.
I appreciate you for coming on.
I would honestly I think about his honesty the most. He is gonna tell you what it is and what it's not. You don't have to guess with him. I'm a very ambitious woman. Like if I see something, I want it, I'm gonna grab it, I'm gonna take it. And he's very supportive, but at the same time, he doesn't make me feel like I have to come to the table with all these accolades and all of these honors in order to be loved. I'm highly opinionated and I'm very stubborn. And so I'm very like stuck in my ways about like, I'm doing this and I'm about to go. And so he was able to navigate that, but at the same time, make me understand what it meant to compromise without compromising myself, which is really important for me.
And that's good.
That is good. I know that's good. Yeah, without compromising ourselves, us as women, we just feel that that's what we have to do. So find a partner that you can just let it loose and not have to do that. It's just it's once in a lifetime. It's amazing. So kudos to you, Mr. Joey.
I love all y'all relations. I love Calvin, y'all. I even love Ebony and Lika. You know what I'm saying? Like I love the person y'all is as an individual. Y'all. I would love to have y'all around forever. You know what I mean? And Lika.
What about you, babe? So are you gonna introduce yourself and
Man, everybody know DBLAZE. You know what I'm saying? DBLAZE as well. You know what I'm saying? There's also my channel with JFIZZLE. And me, this is my beautiful wife that I love and adore. I've been with her married to her for 6 years, and dated for 7 years. You know, so we was together for a year and we got married. And that's the best decision I ever made in my life. Like that's I couldn't imagine me doing anything else but being a husband and having just create my own family. I love because I didn't grow up with the idea of marriage and living in the same house. Like everybody I know, daddy lives somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So like I never experienced, I never seen it. So like throughout my marriage, I've been learning how to become a husband. You know what I mean? Like how to do the right things as a husband, cherish her, and you know what I'm saying, just do the things you're supposed to do, and things that I don't even have no knowledge of. You know what I mean? So like, because normally a guy will have a dad in their life, and they can see their dad treating their mom with respect and everything like that. I didn't have that. Everything I learned was off of either TV, watching a movie, and somebody's married or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So like, this is the best thing that ever happened, and I love everything I have in my life, including my daughter, my wife, and everything. I mean, my wife is very ambitious, and that's what attracts me too. Is she a go getter, you know what I mean, and including every woman on here, you know what I'm saying. That's why I love the circle that she have around her, because all you ladies is ambitious and it's motivating to me to do the thing that I'm doing as well. You know what I mean? You.
So yes, my name is Diamond. And yes, we have been married for 6 years. We dated for a year and then got married a year later. So that's a total of 7 years we've been together, married 6. I love that Devin, he just loves me where I am. So when I'm having a good day, a bad day, whatever I'm going through, he's patient with me. He's kind. He pushed me on my darkest days. You know, when I just felt like giving up, he pushed me, and it's part of the reason where I am today. So I just love him for just loving me where I am and helping me grow and helping me see the things that I didn't see for myself. Just having a partner that, you know, we've had some ups and downs, continues to have ups and downs, but just the fact that we refuse to give up on each other, love each other and pray for each other, and just provide that strength and constantly encouraging. And that's something that I admire about my husband. So it was great to get to know all of you guys.
We got Lika.
Can I say something on that? Devin, you stated that wait, I hear you. You stated that you know, because you didn't see a man, you know, give certain things to a woman, that you felt as though you didn't, you know, like you're in a learning stage. I honestly believe that because of who you're connected to, that you don't have to have it all figured out. God is going to pour into you all the things that you need to be as a husband. So the things that you do, the patience, the not giving up, the staying positive, all of that is coming from God. You know what I mean? Which means that you didn't have to see it come from somewhere else, because it may not have been the correct demonstration of what you needed. You know what I mean? So now we're able to build the foundation for that son that's coming, to where you can actually demonstrate on actually demonstrate on, you know, what it is that you want to leave as a demonstration of, you know, how a man should be when it comes to your full circle of family. So kudos to you for just staying positive on, you know, feeling that you're not equipped, but actually doing it. You know what I mean? Because it's hard when you don't see it and you have to do it. That comes with discipline.
Yeah.
So have grace over yourself. That's good.
Yeah, and I came a long way being married.
He has.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, it takes discipline. I mean,
and fighting. You got to get in the ring. Have somebody to get in the ring and fight with you. Definitely. I think Lika wanted to say something. Whatever you wanted to say, Lika.
I never said I wanted to say anything. I'm just chilling.
You chilling on the mic.
That was Lika full of the tropical wine over there.
I'm just chilling, waiting for my turn, y'all. I love listening to y'all and y'all stories because it's helping me. Like, I just love looking at that because like Devin was saying, I didn't grow up seeing love and seeing people together like that. All I saw was fighting and all this other stuff. So I don't know what it's like to see love in relationships either. So I admire what y'all are saying. Like, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I do have a question for you, Lika, and then and Ebony, you too. Who's your first crush and where are they at now? This is like an icebreaker question. And then the other people
my first crush was Kevin Johnson.
Kevin Johnson.
In the 4th grade, he was a player and he was crazy. And now seeing him now, I'm like, what the hell was I thinking? He's still an asshole. Like, that's the thing. But yeah, Kevin Johnson in 4th grade was my little thing at the time.
Kevin Johnson. So it's safe to say, but Kevin Johnson don't look like the Kevin Johnson back in the 4th grade.
So don't, girl. I don't know what happened. Not to bash on him. I don't like bashing on people, but his attitude is what makes him ugly. I can't stand that person.
Got an ugly attitude.
Yes.
Hey, what was one of the craziest moments you experienced with Kevin, if you can remember?
We was going to see Disney on Ice. We was on Disney on Ice, and this fool is going to sit in the middle because he was my next door neighbor, right? My sister on one side, I'm on the other side. So, he has his little arm around me and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. But then I didn't realize this fool was holding my sister's hand. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna deal with you when we get home. So I pulled up. I pulled up when I got home, and I was like, "Dude, why was you holding my little sister's hand?" He's like, "I don't know. She wanted me to." I was like, "So you dating all of us now? You dating every now one of us?" I was like, he ain't shit in 4th grade. In 4th grade.
Obviously still ain't.
Right. He shared like my cute little first kiss or whatever behind the shed, And I thought I was in love. But that was a lie.
You were sadly mistaken.
I really was. But that's my little story about little punk ass Kevin Johnson.
What about you, Ebony? Who was your first crush and where are they at now?
I had multiple crushes. Like I had a whole lot of crushes. Like I didn't just have one. And I think it was because I'm a firm believer that everybody offers you different things. You know what I mean? Yeah. So you see different things in different people, One like Lika said, like what his name is, Kevin Johnson, like his attitude makes him ugly. So that means he can probably be the most handsomest guy ever, but if his attitude is ugly, that makes him ugly. You know what I mean? So like I had multiple crushes because it was certain things that I admired about different people, and I've always was a person that accepted people for who they were. So I might crush on this one because you're just so cute and everybody crushing on you, like you're just a ladies man. But then I might crush on this one because this one might see something in me that I don't even see in myself. But then I might crush on this one because he got the fresh J's, he comes to say what I mean? But I might crush on this one because like he has a sense of humor. He makes all the girls laugh, you know what I mean? So it was like I never really had one, Not until I started getting older to know that it was a way that women had to move in order to, you know, respect themselves, to know that multiple wasn't gonna do it, you know.
Yeah.
And before we get to Calvin, I want to bring in my audience. Make sure you comment down below. Make sure you like if you haven't liked. If you're new, there's no reason why you should wait. If you're watching the video, why not subscribe so you get more content?
Yeah, this is on Everything TV, man. Yeah, y'all
this is on Everything TV, where we have everything right here on Everything TV, and we talk about a little bit of everything. This is a Valentine's special. You know what I'm saying? If you have any opinions and anything, you already know what to do. This your boy DBLAZE and JFIZZLE, and chime in.
Chime in, man. Leave y'all opinions and comments down below. We appreciate it.
So Calvin and Amara, who was y'all's first crush and where are they now?
You want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first. I know mine's short and sweet. I guess I ain't trying to get in trouble. Know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah.
I like that.
Nah, but on the cool though, I say about 5th grade. You know what I'm saying? There was a little Mexican chick. You know, we got real cool and everything. Man, this is crazy. I just realized all this came one time. So I think the most we ever done was go to the movies, and that's it. 5th grade. I didn't see this chick literally until I got married. Well, through my first marriage, I actually had. She was my next door neighbor's sister-in-law, some crazy stuff like that. I'm outside.
Small world.
Yeah, I'm outside cutting the grass.
Waco, small world, okay?
Yes.
Small.
And I'm outside cutting the grass, and I think they had like a funeral, you know, at the after funeral, everybody comes to that one person's house, get drunk, messed up. She comes out, hey, Calvin, how you doing? Like, out the blue. I'm like, oh, what? Hey, maybe don't come on the yard with all that, you know. Hey, how you doing? Going about your business. But it was short and sweet. I seen her again. I say, hey, hello. And, you know, I let my ex-wife know, hey, this ain't nothing. This, you know, she know me from school. And that was it. But, yeah, nothing too crazy.
She ain't nothing either, but all right.
But, yeah.
So does she still look like the girl from 5th grade, or she?
Man, no, man. Who did what and why? Yeah, I was like, what was I thinking? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I was like, yeah. I pray. I'm just glad I didn't go in that direction.
Yeah.
You know, they don't know what the outcome would have been.
Thankfully.
Yeah.
So what about you, Amara?
Hey, y'all.
Hey, what's up with Mara?
Hey, how you doing?
Okay, so
What's on Everything TV?
So there was this guy. I don't count the ones from my youth. I don't care about them. That's puppy love. But there was a guy in high school. It was my sophomore year.
Can you say his name?
His name is Trevor Johnson.
He was there. Crush in high school.
went to the same high school.
Hey, sorry,
Trevor,
talking about, you know.
It's them damn Johnsons on there, girl. Them damn
Well,
Johnsons.
Trevor was really a good dude, though, you know, but unfortunately, you know, somebody beat me to the punch. You know, I had my cake, and, you know, he went on to be happy in his little married world. So he's actually married now, and they have a beautiful daughter, and I think they stay in Burleson, something like that. So he wasn't one of those guys that cheated on women or anything like that. He came from a really good, wholesome home. Oh. So it just didn't work out for us. But
so, like, because we went to the same high school, and was this person everybody's crush, right? This is one of the ones, you know how you got
two for everybody.
In high school that everybody wants.
Whenever Janitra dropped him, I took up where she left off, and I made her feel like who he
Here we go. She
hey, you still follow Trevor on social media, huh? You know everything about Trevor. You still follow Trevor on social media?
Oh, we've been friends. Well, you see what had happened was Calvin. It ain't nothing because he don't talk to me, and we don't talk.
That's the end of the night.
They're still talking. So
what had happened was
he had reached back out to me.
Oh,
now y'all know I do. Diamond knows I got stories. So this guy, he reached back out to me because, you know, he hurt my feelings my sophomore year. It attracted me, jumping balcony. It's another story. But at the same time, we were seeing each other, and he wanted to try to talk again. Well, I went to his house, and that's whenever he tried to have a little activity. I'm like, bro, I ain't spoke to you in 2-3 years. I mean, we can't meet up like this, but you can take me to get something to eat real quick.
We all about taking.
One thing about America.
Yeah, he got cut off real quick, but I did go to Dairy Queen though. You know what I'm saying? And I did get my food.
Yeah, you got to get the food.
A woman, we don't care if we like you. You gonna take us to get some food, we gonna eat.
I'm me to a buffet and that's it. Don't take me to McDonald's because I ain't with that. That's too cheap.
Yeah, because you got expensive taste.
Girl, I want some lamb right now. Shoot.
Hey, JFIZZLE.
JFIZZLE, Miss Tori, y'all tell us about y'all's first crush and where are they now?
You want to go first?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, my first crush was my 4th grade teacher, math teacher. I think her name was Mrs.
I don't expect nothing less. I expect nothing less.
I think her name was Mrs. Brown. I think it was Mrs. Brown.
Mrs. Brown. Oh yeah. Normally Mrs. Brown normally be
Man, she was bad. She was
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, I bet. Yeah, yeah.
You know, like you remember the movie Friday, Miss Parker?
Yeah.
Miss Parker.
Yeah, it's one of those.
On side of it. So you know that
woman probably deceased right now. We can't be talking
about God bless her soul that she is, because she was out getting kicked in. So that was like, that was a long time ago. Yeah, but that was my first crush. My 4th grade.
Okay.
I mean, we talking about crushes, right?
I mean,
it's a crush. It ain't somebody you necessarily dated, but you know.
You enjoy math class, basically.
Yeah, she
she's smelling so big for she not coming through the door.
Hey, I made sure I went to that class. If I ain't went to now other class, I went to other class. Yeah, for real on everything. And I was intrigued by her. Like she had an attitude though. Is that the word? I liked her attitude. She was mean and spicy. That makes
yeah. So she was more like a Sour Patch. You know what I mean? Like sweet and sour. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like she was mean, but she was sweet too. You get what I'm saying?
And she was fine.
Yeah.
Okay. Tori, who was your first question? Where are they now?
You really got to watch who you woke up with.
And he got to sleep with you tonight. Don't he know that?
It's plenty of rooms. He don't. My first crush, so I used to go to Louisiana for the summer. And there was this boy when I was 16 named Lance. And I was in love with Lance. I thought we had a long distance relationship. I thought we was really working down to it. I didn't really understand that we wasn't together. You know, it was on me. I guess
it was just a one-way relationship type of thing.
It was a one-way relationship. And so I thought Lance had cheated on me with the girl who is now his wife. And I do follow him on social media. With the girl Raquel. But now I understand that I was the other woman. Okay.
You were the other woman.
You was Barbara or Shirley, Tori.
Okay,
Barbara
you was Shirley. You was Shirley. She was Barbara.
You know what? Well, okay, I was in the mix. Okay. Because at the end of the day, they still got the same Mustang that he was riding around when he was 16. So it all evens out. Karma it out.
Yeah.
He knew I was a little innocent. I didn't understand what was going on. He could explain it to me. But at least I went up there looking at the bag. So
Polaz. Well, Mr. Clark, who was your first crush and where are they at now?
I didn't really have much of. I don't know, like, cause I was a I guess you could say I started out as a lover boy before I went into that player phase.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? I started out all in love and stuff.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
You transition to a player phase. And then transition back to a lover boy, basically.
I kind of did a lot of transitioning.
Okay.
But I was in a relationship very young. She was my first everything that had something to do with kissing, all the above. You know what I mean? She was my first love. I dated her for 4 years or something like that, all the way up till I moved to a new school. Well, I wouldn't say moved to a new school. is from elementary to middle school type of thing.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So when you got to middle school, she had to go.
Yeah, she had to go.
Oh, okay, because it's a whole different ball game when you get to middle school.
Yeah, because the thing is, like, she was in a grade behind me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I couldn't go. Like, first we dated for a little bit when I was in middle school, but when I started seeing new things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to kind of like cut her loose. You know what I mean? Yeah, but don't get me wrong. Over time, I kept back and forwards in a way. You know what I mean? But yeah, she was like pretty much my first long term relationship for a long time until I had cut her loose. Yeah, so.
Cut her loose.
Yeah, but after that, like I didn't really have much of any. I guess I had a lot, like Ebony said, I had a lot of crushes. You know what I'm saying? I had a lot of crushes.
Yeah,
whatever. Yeah,
but you were male or even at that age.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Then you transitioned to a lover boy and now husband. You did some transition.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's all about growth.
It's all
about growth, you know what I'm saying? Like, so.
I'll take it. Well, I'll say my first crush was a guy named Anthony. It was one of those crushes that you were just so intrigued with him, Joey. You know what I'm talking about. The fact that you wanted to name your son behind him, you know, I was gonna have that. My Anthony and my Anthony. Yeah. Anthony don't look like Anthony. He don't look like.
Oh, what?
He don't look like my Anthony that from 4th grade. He don't. And now he's dating actually someone I went to high school with. So it's kind of small circle, you know. My city is a small city.
Yeah, everybody dating everybody out there.
Yeah, but he don't. He looks. It's crazy how that crush just looks nothing like they are now. It's just, you know.
Yeah.
So. Baby, you're much funner than
Anthony. People have hard knock lives, you know what I'm saying?
He look like Anthony. Look like
that part, Joy.
Yeah. I mean, you know, time shows over time. It shows.
I'll say this:
on certain people,
I don't look like what I've been through. Okay, looks like what he's been through, and I don't look like what I've been through. Okay, I'm just saying. But anyways, so I thank y'all for answering these questions. This is on Everything TV. We're just talking about everything, being transparent, just getting to, know where we are, our relationship, and just having fun.
And also having people to understand the nature of being in a relationship. You know, this is a Valentine thing. And everybody, even whether you're single or you're not, everybody wants to be in a relationship. They have to have an understanding on what it means to be in the relationship. It ain't just cute and taking pictures and posting on social media. There's things that behind closed doors. People can look happy.
But it's
doesn't mean they have, you know what I'm saying? So that people got to understand that. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, and I go ahead.
I approve that message.
But ladies, can we have a little girl talk real fast? This is for the ladies. I got some questions for the ladies.
All the ladies, if you have any comments,
comment down below. Okay, so for the ladies, and I want to start with Tori and Amira, and I'll chime in too. Ladies, before I ask this, let's not go too hard on the fellas, because I know this is one of the questions you just be ready to say some stuff. So let's not go too hard. But my question is, what is your biggest pet peeve with your partner? What is something that they do to annoy you?
I already know.
So Amara or Tori, I'll let you go. Whoever want to go first.
I don't even mind talking first.
He is loud.
I'm a country boy. I'm from Louisiana.
Tori, did you want to go?
She said he's loud. She said Joey's loud.
He is loud.
JFIZZLE.
Like, I am an introvert, and I don't talk for a living. So I'm talking to people from 8 to 5. I like quiet. I haven't had quiet in 2 years. So if y'all got an extra bed for me to sleep in, just let me know. And he's the kind of person that doesn't realize he's making noise. He breathes heavily. Okay?
I understand that.
He brushes his teeth with a tune in his heart. Okay? He eating something. He gonna be like, Like y'all today, I was trying to take a nap. This is on my heart, okay? Because I don't go to therapy till Friday. I was trying to take a nap, y'all, and all I heard was, "My God." My God, like you rinsing your mouth out with Listerine. What does the Lord got to do with this right now?
That's Joey for you, man.
He could just mute for 1 hour a day. It would really change my life.
Hey, that's number down. You get that clean feeling, and it's
it's the best feeling in the world.
I know your pain. I know your pain because Devin is the same way, and I just like, well, you hush, like. Well, and they don't understand. They don't understand. But ooh, he gonna understand when that baby girl get here. Because if you say one loud word, wake my baby up, that's on your ass. So he gonna have to get it together.
Oh yeah, you definitely gonna learn to know when to be that.
You gonna learn. Is there any other pet peeves or things that he does to annoy you?
I would say he doubts himself too much, and that would probably be on the other extreme. Is just around like he'll talk himself out of doing things that he's capable of. And so because of the way I operate, I'm just like, take it, do it. And he'll be like, no. I found myself getting irritated with why are we still having this conversation? Like, do something. So on the low end, it's I wish you'll be quiet. On the high end, it's just like whatever you want to do, believing that you're capable of it, and do it, and like follow.
Yeah. And I have found that with our men, a lot of times, I think it's because society is unaccepting of them, especially our Black men. So they have to feel that, you know, they have to be extra cautious. So it's us constantly reminding them that, you know, you are this, you are worthy, you are capable. And, you know, just what they say behind, I say on the side of every good man is a good woman. So we're encouraging them, we're pushing them to their, past their limits. So awesome. Mara.
Hey.
So what is your biggest pet peeve with your husband, or what is something that he does?
What are my pet peeves? That's what you need. That's the correct thing that you need to say.
So I
love me some Calvin.
I'm gonna give you 2.
That's it.
2. That's
All
it.
Right. I don't go too hard. I don't go enough. Okay, so one of my biggest pet peeves, and maybe it's just me, so I'll just kind of start off like this. I did not have the best communication with my ex-husband, and I guess for me, like, that is really important, and I feel like if you don't have that, then you're not going to have anything. So, like, if there's any issue, I want it resolved right then and there. How can we do better? How can I not revisit this again? And it's like, if I want to have a conversation about something along those lines, like we have a disagreement, to communicate, to get past that, he just shuts me out completely. He don't want to do it. He's like, well, we say what we want to say, and then that's it. That's not resolving anything.
What is that called again? It's called him being what? It's so biased.
Making one-sided.
One-sided, stubborn.
I don't think that works in relationships.
Yeah.
If I don't like something that you do, then we should try to figure out a way to be on the same page. Not me controlling you, but just to where we're not upsetting each other and we're respecting each other in all that aspect. Like, that is one thing that I do not like, is his communication with me. And like I said, maybe it just stems from my past, because I did not do that with my ex-husband, and I want to make sure I'm doing everything right now.
So could it be your
about y'all's relationship is that you guys both had struggles in your previous marriage that you're trying to work on in this marriage. You guys both recognize the mistakes that y'all both made in those previous marriages, and you're trying to bring it into the new marriage and make it work for the better. And I really acknowledge that. I know we're talking about pet peeves, and I'm sorry, but I have noticed that about you and Calvin, and I admire that, because I know it's got to be hard to try to start over again and make it work and recognize those mistakes and try to move past them. What is your second pet peeve?
Okay, so everything on everything, right?
Yeah. On everything. On everything. Go ahead and say it, because I know what you.
Okay, I'm not saying he can't keep up, and I'm not saying that at all. But it's like, it has to be, like, I'm an info. So it has to be like 2-3 times a day. I don't care if we in the kitchen, I'm frying some chicken. I don't care if I just got the shower, get right back in there. You know what I'm saying? The water's running. There's soap. And I could be in the closet. I mean, I'm one of those. I could be in the hospital, on the hospital bed, and I'm okay as long as I don't have any IVs in me. We can go that far.
IVs, you good. You good.
So what you're saying is you want it anywhere, anyhow, any day, anytime.
Yeah, I'm doing a Janet Jackson.
Damn.
Anytime, any place.
Where is Kelvin? I need to see Kelvin.
I need to get my boy some.
I'm gonna keep 100 with y'all. Like you said, everything on everything, right?
Yeah, on everything.
I love a married to death. But damn, bro. Like I say, sometimes I work 12-hour shifts.
Before that, I ain't talking about
okay,
now.
even before that, like sometimes I'll be like, bro, like I gotta chill out. Let me regroup. I mean, I'm not, you know what I'm saying?
Together, man.
She's
Hey
like
man,
to
look,
be an
I go.
energizing bunny, Calvin.
I put it like this. My daily routine, I like getting up, going to the gym, get my workout in, everything, go to work and everything, come home. Yeah, we get it in, cool. But on those 12-hour shift days, I'm like, well, hey, can we chill? No. You better go to sleep.
She has a tantrum when this boy don't give her nothing.
Oh yeah.
Y'all witnessed
She
that.
gave it to him a couple hours ago. She wanted again.
I'm like, girl, you better sit down and hush. I love you to death, but can we please regroup? I love you to death, but give me some time.
Can I ask you a question? So does the sex be
I
good
have
every
a question
time?
for Amara.
Say it again.
All right, one at a time.
Okay, we got 2 questions for Amara. JFIZZLE, you be first, and then Ebony.
So is the sex good every time? Like, or do you just like, or it just don't matter?
No,
like,
it's off the chain every time, but it's
no, I'm asking
like,
her because she don't want it all the time. So like,
yes,
that's just her. That's who she is. She's an nympho. She wants it all. That's just
she
has a sex drive that is. I don't know where she get it from.
Through the roof.
But she wants it. She wants it, and she
I
wants it whenever she wants it. And sometimes he just don't be ready. It's just like I'm
I
tired.
honestly think that like it's like it's yeah. I'm not saying it's ridiculous, but man, I've never dealt with that, so it's like it's all new. Somebody
and the thing is, what women don't understand, as men, I understand y'all want it and all that, but we gotta regroup. Like we gotta get together.
I was about to say, don't you want to get like
as I said,
we gotta. It'd be good, like like for me, I'm saying for me, like,
that's just who she is.
Every day it'll be like wham bam, thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
No, it's like
a while,
she's a female Energizer bunny.
Wow.
A female Energizer
pills, Calvin. That'd be cool. We're gonna get some of the blue pills, bro.
Yeah. Blue Chew. What's it called? Blue Chew?
No,
and it's not an advertisement form or anything like that, but you can take one of those.
Yeah.
And mind you, this have no rights to those advertisements.
Okay, Ebony, you had a question. I think she went away. I'll wait till she was.
It goes back to Amara on her first thing that she didn't like. I think she said as far as the communication, like she didn't communicate in her first marriage, but she would like to do so in her second marriage. Is it because and this is for both of you guys. Is it because Kelvin, you don't know how to communicate and meet her in that area, or is it because of your delivery, Amara, of why he doesn't communicate with you, or why he doesn't know how to communicate to give you like what you need at the moment that you're looking for? Because you said that you didn't do that in your previous marriage, so now that you're in a new marriage, is the delivery to where it's accepting of him to be able to give you what you want, or is it because he doesn't know how to communicate due to his own personal, issues or whatever?
What do you think?
I think it goes both ways. Like with me, with my previous, I didn't do a lot of communicating. It was almost like, hey, let's do it this way, and then she'll rebuttal, and then we'll just come to an agreement and then go on about our business. I think with Amira is more in depth. Like she don't want to just know the baseline. It's more in depth. Okay, so why did you make this decision? Why did I? Me, I'm like, man, let's get to the point. Let's I'm more like, bro, forget all this extra stuff. Are we gonna go get this money or not? I don't want to know. That's me. Like, if it's a plan, let's go execute. Now you can give me the, whatever the go ahead is. Okay, let's go execute. Let's not just keep going on. But other than that, I know how I do. I know I do shut out only because I guess, just from the previous marriage, I just felt like, okay, I put all this time with this person. When I do try to open up, it backfired, But I know for me personally, I'm gonna have to work on that for myself.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. That's what I wanted to hear right there.
Yeah.
That's where you come to common ground to be able to work with each other, because I can only imagine if both of you guys didn't do it in your previous marriages, it has to be uncomfortable now in the present. You know what I mean? But when you're able to acknowledge it, you're able to find out how to give them a little more. You know what I mean? Yeah. And look, you might need some of this It's called Red Mecca.
We're gonna make sure we get a picture of that thing.
Look, it's gonna make her not want it no more.
We're gonna make sure we get a picture of that
What you doing with that?
So when you get online, go look up that route, and
we're gonna make sure you have a picture of that.
You're gonna have her running.
And once again, we don't have no rights to the advertisement of the product, so it's no advertisement on that.
Hey, and to piggyback on what they were just talking about, I think a woman, like when you get into an argument with a woman, she want to get into every little detail of the argument. When a guy,
I don't. Do that, not all women.
Your little comments, because we're not even on y'all yet. Let us have our time.
I'm not like that.
I'm picking back on what they just were talking about. Like,
we can give our input to y'all.
Yeah. I think a lot of women want to detail and pick out every little piece of the argument and break it down and just talk about it.
We're not one track minded like men are.
Yeah, I got no patience. I ain't got time for all that long winded ass argument. We need to get straight to the point.
Yeah, Lika,
ain't going about our business.
I don't even like to read them chapter books on
to resolve it, then you're gonna keep revisiting it.
Because that's where that's where compromising come in at. Because you're allowed to hear your mate out. Because if you don't approach everything, that shit gonna keep resurfacing, and that shit'll make you leave the relationship. Because nobody wanna have to keep talking about the same thing over and over. So it comes to a point to where let me hear you out. Even if this shit is too much, go ahead on and say it. That way we could approach it. That way we could get through it. That way I can acknowledge where I was wrong, and that way I can hear how I made you feel. But if we don't cover those things at that moment, this shit gonna keep coming up. Because sometimes I get tired of hearing my own mouth. I ain't gonna even lie. Because at the same time, it's because certain things want to be avoided. You know what I mean? And it's because I don't want to feel like, look, we discussed it. I said what I said. That's the end of it. That's not how it works.
Yeah.
That's not how it
works. I think men honestly are one track minded. I don't care what anybody say. I think a lot of men they have one track minded. With women, we have these thoughts right here, we have these thoughts right here, we have these thoughts over here, and we want to talk about it.
Give an example on what makes you think that men is one track minded. What do
y'all think with one side of your brain at a time? We think with both sides,
and that's proof. I have
same time. That's science.
I have proof, and I got ladies on here with a degree toward that probably can back me up. I have proof. Y'all
want to talk about what y'all want to talk about, so that's one side. You know what I mean? Like if y'all don't want to talk about it, y'all shutting that shit down. Yeah. Like at the end of the day, you're gonna go to sleep. You're gonna walk out the door. You're gonna find some type of way to avoid it. You know what I mean?
I don't think.
Go ahead.
I don't think it for me is really avoiding it. It's just that like. I don't know, my nerves bad, so like I guess
y'all just give a lot of information at once.
That y'all can't keep.
I'm gonna need you to process every detail.
Picking at the same
y'all have a step-and-back process.
Look. Go ahead, Tori.
I wouldn't be picking up the same room if you understood what I was saying and explaining to you. So we have a disagreement. I want to talk about it. I'm explaining to you that this is what triggered me in the disagreement.
Yeah.
This is what I heard you say. This is what I said. This is the point of contention. How can we not do this again? Because this is not where I want to be. What you will do is you'll be like, we'll just do it your way so you can stop talking to me. So that's the problem, because now I feel shut down. My voice.
You don't feel heard. It's just like give her what she wants to be done with.
Corey, that's good, because a lot of times men don't know when they shut us down. It makes us feel unappreciated, or it makes us feel like we're not being heard.
Now,
that's where more emotions come in at.
What I have to do better is knowing that because you don't verbally communicate, you communicate with your actions. So you are communicating to me. So you are to have the conversation, or I'm doing the most. But because you don't verbally say it, I do need to stop picking. I do need to be like, we can come back to this conversation. But unfortunately, unfortunately, in the heat of the moment, I'll be aggressively trying to argue my point.
Yeah.
Let me ask y'all this.
And it's like, hold on, I'll say this, babe. It's like, then they come back a couple days later and you see them do something like, oh, so you really did hear me. So why didn't you just let me know that in that moment?
Yeah, all right, look. Listen to this. When the argument starts, right? And we get into it. Y'all with y'all as women, y'all come with all this information of everything, whatever your issue is, keep coming, and we gotta we need to step away. We need to process everything.
7 to 10 business days.
Yeah, we need to process everything. I'll guarantee you, if we come back to the topic, it'd be an even better conversation because we thought.
Hell fucking no.
We've been in thought. We gotta.
So you gotta research, basically, right?
In the heat of the moment, we like, man, fuck all that, man. I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
Like, the piece around, are we going to come back to the conversation? Because it's a different conversation if I'm like, okay, Diamond, we just got into it, and I need a moment, and you need a moment. Let's make a date that we're gonna come back and have this conversation. If I look at him and be like, we're gonna have a date time to come back, now why would we come back to this? We over this now. No. So it's just like, if I am confident that we're actually gonna come back and talk about it, I will give you your space. But I'm not confident that you are gonna want to talk about this in 2 to 3 business days.
Especially if you have a pattern of not coming back and talk about it, and you're just yeah, because some men they enjoy sleeping under the rug because they don't have to acknowledge certain things that may be brought up, because you like y'all just be done with it. Like when it died down, okay, I'm good right now. You know, I'm good. She good right now. You feel me? But like at the end of the time, at the end of the day,
3 in the morning comes.
a woman compromises because she'll give you your time. Okay, you know what? Let me respect him and just give him his time to think, because maybe I am doing too much. But then when you don't come back and acknowledge your wrongs, then I gotta bring this shit up again for you to actually for me to kill this shit and us not even be able to bring it up anymore.
Yeah. All right, let me ask the ladies. Go ahead.
Okay, so just because I want to hear from the fellas. So I think the fellas got a lot going on, but I have one. I have another question. Go ahead, baby.
I have one more question for the ladies. Why do when it's a situation like, because for one, we'll let y'all know we not mind readers, right? We can't read your mind.
Tell you how many times I hear that from them.
We cannot read your mind. So why do you
can't read it on paper either?
Hallelujah.
Yeah, crazy.
Look. Why do say if you have an issue, right?
Where is that?
You chime into this too. Why when y'all have an issue, then you go all day? We've been around each other all day. You had all this opportunity to talk about it. You wait till a dude get down in the bed, get comfortable, and want to talk about it. We've been around each other all day.
You gonna be wide awake when we're talking.
I'm wide asleep at that point. Like,
more for me on that. I think the worst time to really be trying to talk to me is early in the morning when I'm trying to get a workout in. Yeah. Don't interrupt me, bro.
It'd be the worst time. The timing be the worst time.
Them weights ain't paying the bills.
I feel like this. Like, let me get my mind together as far as let me get my workout in, get my mind together, get that going. And then, let me, if it's something let's say if we argue the night before, I feel like when I sleep and I wake up in the morning, that's yesterday's news. Right. I'm not trying to hear that.
That's why.
But they go all day.
You should not go to sleep angry.
It goes unsolved.
But if you go to sleep angry, you know what I'm saying? Or if you mad at your significant other and you angry, if I'm laying up under you, we cuddle up and everything, and I get up and go to the gym, give you a kiss on the cheek. This is what happened not too long ago.
And she walked on there behind out the way.
Okay. I might. I'm going to the gym, baby. I'll be back. Before I get in the car and play. Before I get in the gym and make it, I like to kid a couple tunes and everything, get in the groove.
Yeah.
God dang. What's going on? Yesterday we was talking about da-da-da-da-da. I'll get all the way to the gym and talk to her. I said, well, look, I'm at the threshold of the gym, so can we talk about this when we get out? Well, are we really going to talk about it? Yes. Can I get my workout in? And then it'll be something else. She'll send me messages the whole time in the gym. I don't even answer them.
And then look.
I'm just trying to get my mind together. Let me give it an hour, 15 minutes to myself in the morning.
Hey, do you get to the point in the gym, y'all arguing so much over the phone and text me, you walking around the gym low-key responding?
I've done that before, and I just hung up. I said, "Look, I love you, but I gotta work out. I'll call you."
Yeah.
And then I just hung up. I heard it when I got home.
The piece around abandoning the topic. If I was confident in the fact that we're going, so really deep down, it's really speaking to my inner child. At some point, somebody did not hear me. I was muted, okay? Very true story. And so I overcompensate to make sure that my partner hears me. And that overcompensation looks like I'm gonna drag this out. I'm gonna have this conversation. I'm not gonna let you get out of this ring of fire until I feel heard. I have to work on knowing that he hears me. But what I need you to work on
confirmation. Can y'all give us some kind of confirmation?
We don't have the conversation. Like, it may seem like petty, it may seem phony. You make appointments all the time at your job. Just be like, today at 5:15, no matter what's going on, we're gonna have this conversation. And it will really change when we argue or how we argue, because it's just really wanting to be heard, wanting to be communicated with. Like, if you tell me, hey, I'm about to go to sleep, this is a bad time, but we're going to have this conversation, rain or shine, I look like a fool to sit there in the bed. No, we're going to have it now. Like, okay, and like if you follow through, then all of a sudden it's just like, cool, let me chill. We're going to have a conversation. Because
it has a lot to do with the patterns.
Argue or have conflict and know he's still going to be there. So that was the first thing. Now just let me know we're going to have a conversation.
Definitely. So fellas, take notes, because this is something that you need to know.
So women too. Y'all take notes too, because Kelvin said something very important. He said that he don't like for her to bring it up before his workout. So that means that that's a compromise that you have to do. But also, Kelvin, you can't allow her to go to sleep with it on her heart, because when I go to sleep with it on my heart, the next thing is morning. And that's when your workout is, you know?
So in a relationship, there's always got to be some kind of compromise. That is the key.
And apologize too when you know you
forgiveness. We wouldn't be here today. We would not be here today.
Forgiveness is very important.
The reassurance with acknowledging, you know what, babe, I heard you say you wanted to have this conversation. Is now the right time? You know, come on, let's sit down and have this conversation. Sometimes just taking it to where the woman don't have to come to you all the time, and it'll make, I promise you, it'll make her feel more appreciated and heard. And I might actually take forward and say, babe, well, you know, I know the other day we wasn't on the same page. Come on, let's sit down and let me rub your feet. Let me have a drink. You know what I mean? Let me have a drink, and let's just, because I want to make this right. You know what I mean? I don't want this to weigh heavy on your heart. Because us women, we'll hold on to it because you haven't acknowledged it. And it's like we'll just let it pile up. Pile up. You know what I mean? Until Mad Day come, the shit from last month, the shit from last year.
Mad Day.
You know the shit from previous.
It piled up.
And it's because of the lack of reassurance. To know that, hey, you hear me and I care about how this makes you feel.
Definitely. So I have a question for the ladies. I'm going to switch it up, though. So what is one thing that you can turn it into one question or two? What is one thing that turns you on about your partner? Or what is one thing that you do spontaneous in order to get their attention? That's in a bedroom, that's if you wanted to do something in the kitchen, around the house, whatever. So you guys can answer both into one, or you can answer either or. We'll start with you guys, Tori, and we'll start with you, Tori.
I've not been pregnant for a year, so I don't remember nothing doing.
Pregnancy brain is real. Pregnancy brain is real.
You can remind me what that was. So yeah, chime in.
What is something that turns you on about
What was the other question? What turns me on?
What turns you on? And what is something you feel you do that's spontaneous? You know you're going to get him right where you need to get him. And that's either in the bedroom, or if you want him to do it in the car.
He has a very beautiful smile. When he does his like real smile, like he smiles through his eyes.
Okay.
Look, I gotta go there blushing. Look.
That's not it. And I think like after he gets dressed, or we out somewhere or whatever, and I be like, you know what? You decent looking. Look at you.
Not too bad for old man.
Right, either, you know, like you see another woman coming up to approach you, and I think to myself, she just don't know, child. You might want to go the other way because but like that. Yeah, and I think especially when we first met, it's like his charisma. Like he gonna really engage you. He can talk to a wall. Okay, I tell him like you could really be a great salesman. You could sell anything to anybody.
Yeah, for sure. Joey, boy, yeah.
When I tell you, just I was so smooth with it, which was very shocking because, like I told y'all, he is loud. And I don't know. No, what was the other question? Because I'm getting old.
What is something spontaneous that you do? Try to get his attention or to, get him to do what you need him to do.
Is that towards me or Ebony?
That's towards Tori. Next,
because I was like, I thought
Tori.
she answered. I was like, dang, I wasn't ready.
What we have in our relationship, before I got tired, is a lot of just like play in the sense of like we can be very childish together. I love it. Like we all have guns. Like we are going to like get excited and like go experience the world and just like be spontaneous, like go out, have a good time, like still like have fun.
Yeah. That's good. That's very important.
I didn't realize that was actually like a turn on. Like I can have fun with this person. I don't have to be serious.
And people don't know how important that is.
That is important.
And I was just like, I feel like a child again. And I think he constantly reminds me of just like, don't take things so seriously. Like actually having fun is sexy. Like you think like you have to have all this makeup or this outfit or waist snatched or whatever. And it's like, no, actually just having fun and like laughing and joking and like wanting to be around each other.
Definitely. I love it. And shout out to the men who can just, let us let our hair down and we don't have to be so serious, because I feel that on every level. Awesome. Okay, so what about you, Amira? So my first question is, what is it something that Calvin does to turn you on? And secondly, what is something that you do spontaneously to get his attention?
What turns me on is he can clean up after himself. I mean, the place is spotless. Nobody.
Have a drink to that one.
I'm sorry, I have to. This is the cleanest man I've seen. Yeah. He will get out the shower and he'll step on the rug and put his socks on, and then he'll do everything else, and then he'll take off. That's how clean he is.
No, I don't play that. I don't let my feet touching
his feet touching everything.
I don't play that.
Even wears in the bed.
You been in military too, Calvin? You military?
No, I just don't. I just do not like my feet touching. Like
gotta be a little OCD.
Cold tile, none of that.
A little OCD.
Yeah, I think it is, but I can't stand it. I don't like that feeling of coldness on my feet. I feel like it's wet or something. I just
And then you clean up after yourself, like you don't have to be told.
I don't play that. When she first got with me, you know how you go behind people like, hey, bro, I don't go there. Hey, can you put that back where you found it? I was like that. And she was like, "Are you okay?" No, I just want stuff to be back where I found it.
Definitely OCD.
Yeah.
I can diagnose you with the OCD. So what is something that you do spontaneously, Amira, to turn your significant other on? You want him to be on the level that you want him to be on. How are you trying to get him on that level?
She won it every time.
I'll be honest. I give him this motto. I'm like, I like you and I want you. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. The choice is yours. So when that baby sleep, he about to be put to sleep. But then, to be honest, what really does turn me on about Calvin, to be like 100% honest, this is a skinny dude. I don't really care for skinny dudes. Like, if you over 200 pounds, we good, Not too big, because I don't like the sweat going off on me, you know what I'm saying? Because I thought I'm in the tub or something. That's too much sweat, you know what I'm saying? That's too much. But I love dudes that carry their weight. But this dude carries his weight a whole different way, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a whole different day. I forget what time it is. So that's just me.
That's why you want it all the time.
That's why I got a baby that quick.
Shout out for God making you different, Kelvin. And
no, I'm saying.
That's why you got that 2-3 day old baby.
No, I'm saying.
Shout out to my little KJ.
Y'all literally making it count.
Shout out to my little KJ. Y'all got the ball rolling.
Man, ain't no time.
Once again, it's a great conversation with great people. Talk about relationships and talk about things that we admire leading up to Valentine's Day. And if everybody likes the video, make sure you like it. If you have any comments on everything that we had talked about and what we're going to talk about, make sure you comment down below. And if you're new, I still don't understand why you waiting. Subscribe.
Yes, okay. Don't hit the subscribe button, man.
Subscribe is on Errthang TV.
Yeah,
you want to know something?
share this content, man. Everybody need to hear this, man. Share this.
Yeah, we talking some real stuff, being transparent on Errthang TV. Baby, I want to go ahead and say what turns me on about you. You just look at, first of all, when he get out the shower, all chocolate.
We're gonna take the picture.
I just look at you. All I gotta do is just look at him, and I'm just turned on. But I also, what really turned me on about Devin is how he is with my baby, how he is with my daughter. Like just seeing him in that father role, and just seeing the way he loves his daughter. I mean, I didn't have that as a kid, so just seeing that, that turns me on. Like I just love that, and I just be yearning for it, like just to see how their relationship, and so that's something that turns me on. Spontaneously, what I try to do for my husband, I'm gonna tell you something. If you want your man to do what you want your man to do, and that's all over the house, just put on something sexy, man. And it ain't even got to be no lingerie, just something to give him a little eye candy. I'm the type of woman, I'm gonna walk around here with my grandma dress on, I just love that. But over the weekend, I ordered me some outfits, okay, and I tried it on for him today. Just some pajamas that some little, show a little skin and stuff. And I'm gonna tell you something. He started doing stuff, man. When I started trying that clothes on, I'm like, I got a tool now. I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I got a tool. I got him right where I want him. Just by putting on something to show a little skin.
I told you, friend. I told you.
Give him a little
Mr. Rose and all of that. I told you.
I got it all. Just give him a little eye candy. But anyways, now it's the fellas' turns, and then I got a couple questions for the fellas, and then I got a couple questions for the single ladies. Because I know y'all in a generation and a decade now of dating, I know it's a whole different ball game. So I got some questions for y'all. But first, I want the fellas to answer, the questions that I asked the ladies. But I want to change it up a little bit. So fellas, one of my questions to you is, what is something that you feel that you struggle with in your relationship today? And so I'll go ahead and let JFIZZLE answer this first. What is something that you struggle with in your relationship today?
What I struggle with, I think, is the thought of failure. Like I feel like if it just does something to my soul if I feel like I'm not at my best at, what I'm saying, being the best person I can for her. Like to see for me to let, I just don't want, it kills me to for me to feel like that I've let her down on any capacity, but on any level with anything. So like if I feel like, you know what I'm saying, I'm letting her down, it just destroys me, period. You know what I'm saying? That's just, I just hate to be a failure.
Yeah, man, that's good, man.
That is good. So good. I think a lot of that has to do with like this just expectation for our men to be a certain way,
yes, because at the end of the day, nothing can succeed without failure.
Yeah,
you can't even reach the top without falling first. You know what I mean? And I think when you have a mate that understands, like, it's okay, I accept you with your imperfections, I accept you with your shortcomings and your flaws, because we all have them, not just you, your mate too. You know what I mean? Right. So I think it's important to like have grace over yourself to say, you know what, I ain't get it right this time, but I ain't giving up.
Get it right next time.
Right.
You know what I mean? So that's very important. But I thank God for just you being honest about that, because I think so many people think that they have to always get it right, to where when they get it wrong, it's so much of a disappointment to where it dampens their spirit so much to where they kind of lose their self. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I'll ask you another thing, JFIZZLE. What is something that Tori does to turn you on? What turns you on about her?
Well, it could be, it's multiple things like multiple,
Okay.
is that a word?
Yes, I'm trying to see what I do. Come on. Too much.
Like
Come through, sis. Come through.
it could be like, you know, for one, like it could be her just, you know, walking by, you know what I'm saying, touching, like we like touching and embracing, you know, like just the feel, the just the even the thought of just touching her anywhere, like anywhere. And, you know, like I could get a arousal on that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just her presence. Period. You know, everything about her turns me on. Like, you know,
Yeah.
you know,
Okay, sis. Go ahead.
yeah.
Well, we got baby girl bacon, right?
Even her being 9 months pregnant right now turns me on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you know, like for real.
I love it. I love
And
it.
congrats to y'all bundle of joy that's coming in any minute. You know what
Yeah,
I
Come
mean?
on tonight, okay? Come on out.
So, Calvin, what is something that you feel that you currently struggle in your relationship with Amara and your marriage? And secondly, what is something that Amara does to turn you on? Hold on. Hold on, you muted.
I'm gonna say
Gotcha. You good.
all right. I'm gonna say for sure me communicating better, just making sure I can really communicate better and just get on her level as far as what she needs is as far as communication. I just know for me I have the tendency of shutting down. I mean, I at a blink of an eye. And I guess for me, I'm trying to learn for myself as far as trying to, you know, open up more for her and just, you know, keep that line open, you know, and just stay open minded because, like I say, I mean, yeah, with that one track mind thing, I mean, yeah, I'm first and foremost. I think one way, and I feel like you should go one way, and that's it. And I just need to be open more minded. So, you know, it's other avenues to getting where you need to be instead of just, you know. But
Definitely.
like I say, that's something I'm definitely trying to work on because I mean, at a moment's notice, she can just one octave high, boop. Yeah.
So, what is something that turns you on about her?
Man, you know what? Hey, I met me in the mirror. Let me see, summer track. I didn't notice her.
I was not cute.
When we worked at that job, let me see, we worked at PCA. And me and another dude came on at the same time. I seen the mirror in the line like 3 or 4 people in front of me. Built like a stallion. I'm like, God dang. I said, who is that? Oh man, that's a mirror. For real? I mean, I'm talking about had natural hair, like she had her own hair. And you know, she wore glasses. First chick I ever liked with glasses. She, you know, fixing them and everything. She getting her stuff in line. I said, man, that girl fine. I'm gonna talk to her before I tell her to get off today. So I ended up, you know, talking to her and everything, and just the way she acts and the way she came at me, she soft spoken. I mean, just dang, like the whole 360. So it's the way how she, you know, her presence. You know, yeah. She can walk by me, like you said, yeah, she just dropped the baby 3 days ago. So I'm talking about she can walk
Baby
by
girl got body, okay?
What?
Always has. She got body, okay?
So for me, you know, yeah, she don't have to do too much, and let's get it, you know. But anything she does, you know, to me, like, you know, just the way she's caring about, you know, anything that's going on in my life, she really cares about it, and you can tell it's real genuine. You don't get that often, you know. So awesome. It's like the little things for me, you know, and the banging body, and then, you know, she, you know, crazy as mug. I just love crazy women.
So. Love that crazy. Love it. Well, that's awesome. I know that time is winding down, so I want baby you to briefly kind of tell them what turns you on about me and any struggles that you have in our relationship, and then we're going to ask a question for the single ladies.
All right, some of the struggles that I have is it goes along the lines of what Joey said, dealing with like success, and sometimes I feel like time is winding down for me for some reason because I'm pushing 30. I don't feel like I'm where I should be, and you know what I mean. And then like me being a former athlete, I used to play. You know, in school I played sports, and that's all I focus on. I never thought about what I want to be outside of sports. So you know when I when I graduated, part of the reason why I didn't go straight to college when I graduated, because I didn't know what I wanted to do outside of sports. You know what I'm saying? That's all I wanted to do, and that's why now to this day I understand plan B, C, D, E. You know what I'm saying? Because like you never know what turns out. Because I had an unfortunate situation where I couldn't continue with sports. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I deal with to this day, to where like basically I'm struggling to find my purpose in life, like trying to figure out what I want to be, what example I want to set for my child, what I want to provide for my wife, and what I just want to do for my family in general. You know what I mean? So that's why I think about this every single day on what I want to do. Like this is on my mind constantly, because I always think, because like one thing I don't want is being 50, 60 years old still like what I should have did, what I should have accomplished, what what I'm saying, the shoulda, woulda, coulda type of thing. I ain't want to be in it. That's what I'm worried about, being in a shoulda, woulda, coulda.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I'm worried about the most. And what turns me on about my wife, pretty much, just, most time it's just really just in my presence. Like I can't explain it. Diamond is just. Woo! She don't understand, like, cause sometimes she get like real insecure and all that stuff about, you know what I'm saying, but she don't understand. Like, I love her so much. Like, it's like she like every time she step in whatever room she steps in, I'm in, she lights it up. Lights can be turned off, it's still bright in there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's my queen. You know what I'm saying? I want to do everything I can to keep her happy, and I want to cherish her. You know what I mean? So a lot of things that I do is for her and my family. So she turns me on to the. I can't.
Can I say something? Like, you have to have grace over yourself. Like, you're not going to have all the answers, right?
Yeah.
You say you didn't go to college because you just didn't know what else to do. Okay, so now you have a second chance. So you looked at plan B, plan C, plan D. Now you have to walk on faith. And not allow yourself to be scared. You have to find that thing within you that answer, what is my why?
Yeah.
What is my why? And your why, you just said, is your family, right? So at the end of the day, outside of my family, what makes me complete? What completes my passion? And when you receive it, you have to accept it and not allow it to hold you back because you think you're going to fail at it. You have to face it head on. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, only you know what you want. And you got a second chance because you wanted to be an athlete. Okay, well, that didn't work out. So now what is it? And also I feel like a relationship with God, because that's where the answers is going to come from. Everything that you don't know, like your spouse can give it to you. But once you start praying and asking God, like, God, what is it that I'm supposed to fulfill? What is it that's going to draw me near my purpose? Because you're married to a God-fearing woman, which means that because of her spiritual connection with God, he's gonna pour all the answers into you. But you have to be able to believe that you are confident enough to fulfill it.
Amen.
Even with not even being prepared, you know what I mean? Like, we don't have to be prepared to desire something. We just have to believe it. We have to want it, and we have to do the work.
Right.
You muted yourself.
I'm sorry. Faith without works is dead. So you gotta, when he gives it to you, like, I got it. Now I have to do the work. Because I admire you for just stepping out on faith and just pouring so much into this, because it's one thing to say, oh, I want to do this, but another thing to not follow through. From the first time you said that you wanted to do it, you did the work. You did you did the editing. You had a taste in your mouth to, like, I gotta figure this out. I gotta know what this is. And that's because of the desire that you had to make this happen. So I appreciate just the positivity from the couple. Like, you guys are spreading nothing but like positiveness. Well, is that a word? Positivity.
We're gonna make it a word today.
Eb, I got a question, because I know we have like less than 10 minutes.
Go ahead,
so,
D. I'm long.
I know, but you be giving such good advice, and this is why
great advice.
Tom has went by so fast, but I do want to hear from Lika, and I want to hear from you just real briefly. You two, I think y'all might have like 4 minutes each. What is the dating game like now? Please tell us, what is the dating game like now, and what are the challenges y'all face? What are the challenges y'all face? So give us in about 4 minutes.
You go first, Lika.
I got a lot to say. This dating is ghetto right now, so you go ahead, Ebony.
Okay. So I must say, like, the dating game now, you have to know what you want. If you don't know what you want, you will accept anything. You know, because of loneliness, because of just like I think Devin said, he feels like he has a time to fulfill. Society will make you feel like, damn, we getting old, like it ain't gonna happen for us, you know, like I shot over with, you know what I mean? But when you know what you want and you believe in God and you have faith that it's going to be fulfilled, you still have hope. You know what I mean? Because I still believe in love after my heart being broken, you know, time and time again. I still believe that there is someone out there, but I have to learn how to not just see the evilness of, like, in the dating game. I have to see like the joy that I bring within myself first, that will attract what it is that I need for it when it does come. Because if I don't know what I need, that means I'm going to gravitate to anything. You know what I mean? And it comes from, I think Tori saying, that inner child. You know, it's that inner child that seeks certain things, to where because the dating game is so like crazy right now and fraudulent, we accept and we settle because we don't want to be alone. You know. So it just goes back to knowing what you want, not trying to paint a picture pretty because you feel like you're running out of time. You know, it's being able to acknowledge the different things, and also having standards. Like, if you don't have standards, you're gonna fall for anything because of the loneliness and the feeling like we have to have somebody to complete us. I do suffer with loneliness, but I've come to a point to where I don't let that loneliness drive me to be desperate.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean? Like, I'm not desperate to love, because I'm learning how to love myself. While I'm not with someone, I'm learning how to make myself happy, you know, learning how to complete myself before God sends me somewhere and I'm incomplete. I ain't gonna know how to
It's about
fulfill
getting ready while you're waiting. Definitely. It's
preparation. This is my preparation. I'm in preparation, because we can pray for things, but if God gives it to us and we're not prepared, then you fumble the blessing.
Yeah, and you gotta know that. You gotta know that. Lika, do you have any? What are some challenges that you're facing right now? Just briefly, and I'm gonna let JFIZZLE and DBLAZE take us out. Lika, what are some challenges, real briefly, that you're facing in this dating in this generation, in this decade?
I mean, Ebony pretty much said it all. I mean, my thing is, I'm learning how to love myself before I can't love nobody else if I don't love myself. So I feel like it's best, like Ebony was saying, to work on yourself at this time, because you start getting these thoughts. I know us as females, we like to overthink situations that we don't need to overthink. So it's better to build yourself stronger, so that way you'll be ready for your next partner and be able to tackle on and love yourself and love him. So that's just my challenges, is just working on yourself and loving yourself before you decide to take that next step. And plus, me with dating, I'm just not picking the right people because I'm still working on myself. So it's okay to take a break and not rush into dating other people, because it's going to be disastrous. And that's what I keep facing. I don't even want to blame the man. It's my fault too, you know what I'm saying? So that's pretty much my look on it.
Well, and you guys, both you and Ebony, y'all are a beautiful person inside and out. And I do think it's important to love yourself and just know those standards and just wait on God to send that person, because there's love for everyone out there. You're gonna come. So I'll say this: I appreciate y'all. I'm gonna let JFIZZLE and DBLAZE take us out. This was just an awesome time, and we talked about some real things on Everything TV.
And we had some great, dope conversations about love, relationships, and the trials that we go through and everything. And I hope everybody that's watching this video take in everything, not only the pre-married couple, even the single people that's looking for love and everything, to understand that patience is key. Just be yourself, love yourself, and in time that love will come. You know what I mean? So like, just take all that in. If you have any comments about everything that we talked about, just comment down below. We for sure will respond. You know what I mean? If you like this video, you know what I'm saying? You know what to do. That button right here, over here to the left. You know what I mean? That button, like it. You know what I mean? And most importantly, subscribe. Like I don't understand how you watch an hour and 40 minutes of this video and you haven't subscribed yet. So that part I just don't understand. So just do that for your boy. You know, subscribe. You know, we got all my friends on here and everything. We gave y'all some information. So at the least you can do, subscribe. You know what I mean?
And I just want to thank the guests, man. Y'all been awesome, man. I really appreciate y'all input and y'all thoughts and on relationships, man. It's been great, man. I swear, like we'll have to do this again on different topics or whatever, you know. And it's like I think we touched on a lot of good topics about relationships, and I think we got a lot of great points across. I'm just really happy with the content, and I really appreciate y'all for coming through and messing with us, man. It's been good, man. It's been great, man. And like just love is out there, you know what I'm saying? And you know, nobody wants to be alone. Nobody, we're not gonna settle for anything, ladies. We gonna keep.
And men settle for a lot of stuff too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and just work on yourself. And if you don't have self-love, you're gonna have self-hate. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta separate the two. You know what I'm saying? So if you're not loving somebody, you hate them. You know what I'm saying? And if you're not loving yourself, then you're not comfortable with yourself, and you're hating yourself as well. So I think this has been a very interesting topic that we discussed today, and I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe, comment, whatever. You know what I'm saying? On Errthang TV, that's what it is. And I appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Calvin, Ebony, Lakia, thank y'all, man. I really appreciate it, man.
And I want to do one more thing, all right? All right, on the end, we're gonna do it on 3. You know what I mean? We're gonna say on everything on 3. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take this out, okay? Okay. So if everybody enjoyed the conversation, even the people that's watching at home, you know what I mean? If everybody enjoyed the conversation that's going on, I want you to say on everything on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, man. Yeah.